Okay, class, so before we start our lesson for today, let's all have a prayer. So, in the name of the Father, of the Son, of the Holy Spirit, Amen. Good morning, class. Hey, so class, have you eaten your breakfast? Okay, that's good to hear. So, for you to become more productive throughout our discussion. And also, class, make sure that you're in your comfortable place, away from distraction or any kind of obstruction. And also, make sure that you are in an area where it is well ventilated and well lighted for you to become comfortable throughout our class discussion. Is it okay? Okay? Okay, that's good to hear. And also, I want you to remind, in terms of your area, it is for your Wi-Fi coverage or data connection. So throughout our class discussion, there's no interruption. Is it clear? Okay, it's good to hear. Okay, class, I will now check your attendance. And as I observe, some of you are absent today. But don't worry, because I'll provide a soft copy of our topic for today. Is it okay, class? Okay, that's good to hear. Because class, as always, I told to you, no one should left behind in this kind of pandemic. Is it clear, class? Always put in your mind that. Okay. So, class, I have a question. Can you describe a time when a media message impacted our beliefs negatively? Okay, Mr. Paul. Okay, that's right. But class, how about a time when a media messages impacted your belief positively? Okay, Miss Charmaine? Okay, that's right. Very good. So, I'm very happy that you are aware with the positive and the negative impact of the media message. But, its effect will be always be on how we use it. Okay? Is that clear? Okay, class, so have you ever tried to watch an advertisement? Okay, so mostly where did you find it? Okay, so mostly in televisions. Okay, there's a lot of advertisement in televisions. Second that's right, Facebook. So, in every post, there's an advertisement, right? And other than Facebook, you have that's right, YouTube. So, before you watch YouTube or any kind of music video, there's an advertisement before that start. Okay? And other than YouTube, okay, mostly in billboards. So, from now and then, there's a lot of advertisement. So, wherever you go, there's an advertisement. Right, class? Okay, class. So, I have here a different example of advertisement. So, please analyze them carefully. Is it okay? Okay, so let's now proceed. So, first, we have here the advertisement number 1. One batong bakal will look out for your family. No one will be left out. She will bring many projects and many jobs to the area. Vote for one batong bakal for mayor and you'll get a better future. So are you done with our first advertisement? Okay, so let's now proceed. So would you vote for one batong bakal? Why or why not? Okay, Mr. Justin. That's right. How about you, Miss Sarah? Okay, that's good to hear. You have different perceptions. Okay, so let's now proceed to the advertisement number 2. So for our advertisement number 2, if you are losing your hair, you are losing your social life. Get it back with Hair Grow. Comb Hair Grow through your hair each morning and in 7 days, you'll have a full head of hair. Guaranteed. So, are we done with advertisement number 2? So, would you buy Hair Grow? Why or why not? Okay, Miss Antoinette? Okay, that's good to hear. So how about you, Mr. Paul? Oh, I see. You also have a different perception. That's great. So we have now the advertisement number 3 from DOE. So imparts to consumers effective energy saving. So we have here, bawasan ng isang oras ang paggamit ng bawat ilaw araw-araw. The second one, bawasan ng isang oras ang paggamit ng TV araw-araw mula 10 oras gawin itong 9 na oras. Pangatlo, or the third one, bawasan ng 2 oras ang paggamit ng aircon araw-araw. And the last one, iwasan ang pagbukas-sara ng refrigerator kung hindi kailangan. So, are we done with advertisement number 3? Okay, so let's now proceed. So would you do what this public service announcement asks? Why or why not? Anyone? Okay, Mr. John. Okay, that's right. How about the others? Okay, Mr. James. Okay, that's right. Then class, based on advertisements that you have read, what did you notice? Okay, correct. So, in creating advertisement, we have to put in our mind that our main goal here is to encourage the audience. So we have to think different kind of strategies just to make sure to take their or to get their approval or attention. Am I right? Okay. So other than that, we as the audience or the buyer, before buying any kind of product or before you agree to that kind of specific situation like the advertisement 1 and 2, just make sure to read or have gathered enough information before buying or before you agree to that kind of situation, right? Am I right? Okay. Just like what I said, think how many times or think before you click. Okay? Is there any question, class? Okay, that's good to hear. Okay, class, for you to be able to create an effective advertisement, you have to know first what is media information literacy. So that will be I will be discussing for today. Okay, so let's now proceed. First, we have the media, the physical object used to communicate with or the mass communication through physical objects such as the radio, television, computers, film, and etc. So it also refers to any physical object used to communicate messages. So we have some example of this. So first, the television. Television, it gives information through visual and audio. So we use television to give information. It is to catch the audience because it was interactive. It became interactive because of the visual of the colors, the pictures that was used. Second, we have the radio. So in radio, we use audio. So unlike in television, we use visual. In audio, you have to hear the information here. Okay? Secondly, the computer. So computer, we all know when a computer has an internet, everything you want to know has in it. So all you to do is just type in a browser, like for example Google Chrome. Anything you type in computer will give you an information. Because just like what I said, in technology, everything now may be easier. Okay? Let's now proceed. So second, we have the literacy. This is the ability to identify, understand, interpret, create, communicate, and compute using printed and written materials associated with varying contexts. Literacy involves a continuum of learning wherein individuals are able to achieve their goals, develop their knowledge and potential, and participate fully in their community and wider society. So in literacy, it said that it is your ability to identify, to interpret, to create, and to communicate, and also to compute using printed and written materials associated with the varying contexts. So as a 21st century learner, you should be literate. Like for example in technology, you should be literate for you to become more productive. Just what you are doing right now. You are literate in using computers, tablets, right? Those are technology. because you need to be literate now, because everything now has a technology. Everything you see now is technology, because we all know that technology makes our life easier, right? Okay, so let's now proceed. So we have media literacy. It is the ability to access, analyze, evaluate, and create media in variety of forms. It aims of empower citizens by providing them with the competencies, knowledge, and skills necessary to engage with traditional media and new technologies. In media literacy, it is aimed to provide you a competencies, which is the knowledge for you to get more information, and the skills and how you demonstrate those traditional media and the new technologies that we are using nowadays. Okay, next, we have the information, a broad term that covers process data, knowledge derived from study, experience, instructions, signals, or symbols. So information, make sure that it came from a legit or trusted sources. So make sure to read the reviews first before getting that kind of information. So conduct a research first, or conduct an evaluation before getting that kind of information, right? Okay, so let's proceed. So we have the information literacy, the ability to recognize when information is needed, and to locate, evaluate, and effectively communicate information in its various formats. So the information literate person can, first, of course, identify. So for that information, so when or where you will use, when we will use that information, where do you use that kind of information, or for what kind, or for what you will use that information, right? Second, find. After you identify that kind of information, you should find or focus on what you are looking for. After that, you will now evaluate, or you will be segregate those kind of information that you will needed. And second, apply. We will now apply those information that you gathered. And after that, the knowledge or acknowledge. Like for example, you use that kind of information to the, or you should acknowledge those person where you get that information, right? To avoid what? What do you call that? To avoid the, what do you call the plagiarism? Okay, just make sure anything you get from internet or anything you use, a video, music, articles, anything, you should acknowledge the person who made that. You get it? Okay, so let's now proceed. Technology, the branch of knowledge that deals with the creation and use of technical means and their interrelation with life, society, and the environment, drawing upon such subjects as industrial arts, engineering, applied science, and pure science. And just like what I said, everything now has technology. So when you send a message, there's a cell phone. That's technology. You cook, at a rice cooker, that's technology, right? So everything now has technology. And everything with the use of technology make our life easier, right? So just like what I said also, you should be literate in using technology just like in this kind of pandemic. Okay, let's now proceed. So technology literacy is the ability of an individual either working independently or with others this responsibly, appropriately, and effectively in technological tools. Using these tools, an individual can access, manage, integrate, evaluate, create, and communicate information. And also, when we say technology literacy, it is the way how you use this kind of technologies in terms of science, in math, in education, to make sure to use this kind of technologies in proper way. Is it okay? Like for example, in social media, before making any post, make sure to think it wisely, because just like what I said, everything you post in the internet now is permanent. Do you agree, guys? Class. Because when you once post any kind of pictures, videos, or any articles, when you post it in the internet, it will be permanent. Why? Even you deleted that post, a lot of your friends already take a screenshot of it. Some of it's downloaded. So, just like I said, think wisely before posting any kind of objects, pictures, or videos. And I repeat, everything you post in the internet is now permanent. So think wisely. Okay? So we have now the media information literacy. The essential skills and competencies that allow individuals to engage with media and other information providers effectively, as well as develop critical thinking and lifelong learning skills to socialize and become active citizens. So when we say media information literacy, it is the overall outcome of what we have discussed. It is the media literacy, the information literacy, the technology, and the technology literacy. And also, media information literacy consists of the knowledge, the attitude, and the sum of the skills needed to know when and what information is needed, where and how to obtain that information, how to evaluate it critically and organize it once it is found, and how to use it in an ethical way. Okay, class, so let's now proceed. So we have importance of literacy. So, can you please read it, Miss Antoinette? Okay, so for you to become literate. Thank you, Miss Antoinette. So, people with good literacy skills are more likely to have higher self-esteem. So, you will be now confident if you are literate, right? Next, we have the better job. So, if you are literate, as a student, have enough information, you take a time to review your assignment, in exam, you pass all of these exams. So, you will now get a bachelor degree. After that, you will now get a better job. Okay? You understand? Next, higher wages. Of course, if you have a higher self-esteem, because you're literate, you have a better job now, you will now get a higher wages. Okay. Next, better health. Of course, if you are literate, you have enough information, how will you do all the tasks that you needed? Okay? Next, we have the importance of media literacy. So, can you please read it, Mr. Justin? Okay. So, it's about how the media shares one thing someone created. Was created for a reason. Okay, that's good. Thank you, Mr. Justin. So, this makes media literacy as essential skill in the digital age. Specifically, it helps us first become a smart consumer of products and information. Of course, if you are oriented or have enough information with regard to this kind of product, you will become a smart consumer. Next, learn to think critically. Okay, like for example, you want to buy that specific product, you will determine first find first the reviews where that product came from, or where that product came released. Okay, the third one, recognize point of view. So how will this information come up, or what will become the output of that specific information that you gathered. Part 1, create a media responsibly. So you will now know how to use it properly. Then identify the role of media in our culture. Of course, there's a lot of types of media and it depends on how we use it. And the last one, understand the type of influence made media and how we can make informed choices. So it depends on us. It depends on the information that we gathered on how we can make it in form of choices, or how you inform now. Next, we have the importance of information literacy. So to be able to distinguish which among the sources of information is relevant. It helps an individual will be able to organize and classify the different forms of media which can be used to secure relevant and substantial information. And lastly, and aid students in developing effective research skills. So you as students, in terms of the information literacy, you will be now knowledgeable on how or the information that you will be gathered. You'll be evaluate those information or classify those kind of information that you gathered. So as a student, you will now distinguish which among the sources of information is relevant. So you will categorize it. You will segregate it. You will evaluate those information until you get the most relevant information that is right for your research. Okay? The next, we have the importance of technological literacy. So with the new technological discoveries and breakthroughs, people nowadays are even hoping to find cure for dreaded incurable illnesses. And it will save valuable time and help one to do things smoothly. So with the use of this kind of technology nowadays, it will help us. Why? Because as we all know, technology make our life easier. So just like what I said, technology make our life easier. Why? Because technology is everywhere. Whatever we're doing now or what you are using now is a product of technology. So like for example, in your assignment, if you want that if you want to answer that specific question, just type it or input it in the laptop. You will get the answer as soon as possible. Okay, so just like what I said, technology make our life easier. Why? Because everything now is made of technology. The one that we are using now is made of technology, a product of technology. Okay? So, importance of media information literacy. According to UNESCO's definition of media information literacy, it is to allow individuals to become engaged citizens and responsible decision makers by evaluating the source, the context, the message, and the medium within which it is received, considering its representation, its intended audience, as well as the institutional context from which the message emerged. MIL invites individuals to evaluate media at a critical distance. So, MIL aims to enable individuals to think critically about the media and information they consume by engaging in a process of inquiry. Okay. So, is there any question, class? Is everything clear? Okay. Okay, class. So for individual activity, kindly read this instruction carefully. So as a catalyst and advocate of one of the Sustainable Development Goals, your group is tasked to create an MIL design framework for your social media campaign. Your output will serve as your guide. You will use the following components and guide questions. So we have here your guide questions. So your output will be submitted through our Google Classroom. Is it okay, class? Okay, so let's now proceed. So for your scoring criteria, you'll be graded through the following. So for your organization, the content, and the knowledge. Is it clear, class? Okay, that's good to hear. Again, class, what is media literacy? Okay, how about information literacy? And technology literacy. Okay, that's right. Very good, class. Okay, class. So I prepared an activity. It is to determine your understanding through our lesson for today. So you may access our activity through kahoot.it. And our game pin is 0803152. So I show you how to go to kahoot.it. So first, click the Google Chrome browser or open the Google Chrome browser or any browser that you have in your laptop, cell phones, or desktop computer. Okay, and wait. And in a URL or the address bar, type kahoot.it. Okay, just wait. Do you follow, class? Did you follow? Okay, that's good. Then wait until it's load. Okay, just remember, our game pin is 0803152. Okay? Okay, again, our game pin is 0803152. Then press enter. Okay, just wait. Okay, so are you excited, class? Here we go. Just wait a minute. Class, to join the game, just enter your nickname. Okay, like for example, your nickname is Bert. After you enter your nickname, press the OK and Go button. Okay, wait until it's proceed. Okay, get ready. In 3, 2, 1, and go. For the question number 1, it also refers to any physical object used to communicate messages. Your 20 seconds starts now. So if the answer is media, it would be information, or information technology, or maybe computer. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The answer is media. So why media? Because media, it refers to the objects or the physical objects used for you to communicate. Okay? So let's now proceed. Click the next button. Okay. After you click the next button, it will now pop up or show the scoreboard. Okay. Then click next to proceed to the second question. Okay, the ability to identify, understand, interpret, create, communicate using printed and written materials. Your 20 seconds starts now. Okay, so it is literacy, internet, knowledge, or a media literacy. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time's up. The correct answer was literacy. Okay. Because why literacy? So you need to be literate in terms of your understanding on how you identify or how you create or how you will communicate in different kinds of printed and written materials. Okay? So let's now proceed. For the third question, it is a branch of knowledge that deals with the creation and use of technical means. Your 20 seconds starts now. Okay. It is technology, a media, internet, or literacy. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Time's up. The correct answer is technology. So technology, it refers to the creation or deals with the technology that we are using. Okay? So, click next. Okay, class. How's your activity? Okay, it's good to hear. So give yourself a virtual clap. Congratulations for successfully completed the challenge. At last, don't forget, you have also an assignment. So for your question number 1, what are the media information sources? And for the question number 2, compare potential sources of media and information. Okay, is that clear? Is there any question? Okay, that's good to hear. And class, always remember, think before you click. Think how many times before you click or submit any kind of post or any kind of files. Because anything you post in social media or internet is now permanent. So think wisely. So just like in this kind of pandemic, no one should left behind. Okay? Thank you, class, and have a good day.